Good afternoon. This is Ronell Nolan, President and CEO of Health Agents for America. I'd first like to say that I hope that all our members in Texas and Louisiana are safe, and that our office is open for lodging, to handling your client information, and to help with a rescue or supplies or anything else that you would need. We're very excited about a new partner that we have that I met at a conference in Indianapolis, and it's Benefits DIY. And what I'm going to do is turn over the presentation to Ken. If you have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat box, and I will be able to ask those of Ken and figure out what the answer is. So Ken, I'm going to unmute you, give you the floor, and there you go.
Well, thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you very much, Ronell. And I'd also like to thank Christine and anyone that's out there listening to this presentation. I know many of you will be looking at this later on as a video recorded. Because of the hurricane, we're just starting to see some of the effects of it up here in Atlanta this morning, where it rained relentlessly, but right now it's starting to look a little bit better. But our thoughts and prayers go out to all those folks in Texas and Louisiana as well. Today's presentation will be about 25 minutes, and I'd like to first give you sort of a quick agenda. I have a few slides here to show in the beginning, just to lay the groundwork of this new partnership that we have with HAFA, and we are so thankful for Ronell coming over to our booth and meeting us at Benefits Pro back there in the springtime, and we look forward to a great relationship. Following the slides, I have a quick demo of one of the actual templates that's included in the Benefits DIY template program. I'll show you the joint site that we have developed for purchasing and information of this template program. And if anyone would like to take a test drive on some of the templates and actually see the brochure, I'll give out my email address later on, and Ronell has it as well. And let's get started here with this presentation. What is Benefits DIY, and why did we put this together? Well, Benefits DIY is a product of Smith Communication Partners out of Atlanta, Georgia. And Smith is made up of all senior level consultants, and we've all been in the benefits business. I've been in the benefits business for over 30 years, mostly in benefit communications. And one day we just sitting around the table, we said, what about doing some sort of a product for brokers and agents and TPAs and consultancies, not necessarily the large Fortune 500 companies and Fortune 1000 and 2000 that we normally work with on their communications. And we said, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. So the Benefits DIY platform was written mostly by myself and several others on staff. It was designed by our in-house graphic designer, and was approved by our ERISA attorney here in Atlanta. And it's fully customizable for you to work with your clients, and I'll get into that a little bit more. The templates were created in PowerPoint, so they're pretty easy to work with. That's me, in case you're wondering what I look like. And a little gray in the hair there. Like I said, I've been in this business a long time in corporate communication, PR, and benefit communications. I've also had a benefit communication small business myself. So why did we think about all of this? Well, 2 or 3 years ago, we went to several expos, Benefits Pro and the Employee Benefit News, and we were talking about this product, and we had more of a cloud-based version in mind. It was a little bit technical, and the people in attendance said, "Now we really need something that's just simply designed, set of templates that are easy, just something that they could work with their client in a few hours and actually fill out, make sure it's ERISA approved." And the key that they kept saying over and over again, low price, low price, low price. We don't have a whole lot of money. Well, we've got this thing down to where it's almost an embarrassing price. If you went out to the open marketplace, you'd be paying 5 to 10 times for this particular product because of the design and writing and production that went into putting this thing together. And the beauty of the BenefitsDIY templates is that you can use them over and over and over again. After you purchase it, you use it for as many clients as you want. And you can use them this year, you can use them next year. This was a statement by one of our clients out of Birmingham, Louisiana, and he was very gracious to send this in, and he said basically he really likes the fact that we have 20 pieces in this particular program. The templates cover medical, dental, vision, disability, life, flex accounts, 401k, and we have some other contributory plans like wellness benefits and some others that you don't have to put them in. You can take them out if the client does not offer these particular plans. Before anyone starts editing in this template process, we decided to put together a study guide. It takes about 15 minutes to take a look at it. It's only 7 or 8 pages long. If you're not familiar with PowerPoint, it works pretty much like Word. It's easy to highlight, delete, add pages, insert text, insert photographs, and what have you. Most people have given a PowerPoint presentation. This is a PowerPoint presentation. We also put together a requirements form for the broker or agent that does not work on all of the benefits that a client might have, say 401k or wellness or another type of benefit. In querying the client about putting the templates together, here's where they would write down all the information that would be needed and where to find that information. It might be a phone number of another broker or agent. It might be the number of the HR person at the company that handles that particular benefit, and they can send that along to you. Now, we've developed this program in 3 major phases: pre-enrollment, enrollment, and post-enrollment. And when I say enrollment, we're focusing in here on employee benefit plans that would come up for renewal each year. But a client can use these things for onboarding any time of the year. If a benefit changes, they go right back to the template, make the change, or you can make the change for them, send them a new PDF, and boom, they've got it in minutes. You don't have to go through a designer. You don't have to go to a writer. You don't have to go to a printer. It can take you literally minutes to update things. And the same thing for the client. Here I'm showing 4 of these early pieces. On the left is a benefit highlights piece. It's put together in Greek type if you look closely. And that's because we obviously don't know what benefit plans your clients would have. But this is the template that you would basically just insert the particular plan name and put a few sentences in about that particular plan. It could also be changed to say benefit changes if you want to do something like that. The second piece in the middle is a letter from management. We would suggest sending that over to the HR department and letting the president or CEO or the HR director take a look at it, see if they like it. If they want to edit it, they can edit it and send it back to you for final look-see before it would go out. The third is a postcard, or it can be used as an electronic card. It's all there for you. It just says benefits enrollment is coming around the corner. The other piece is a poster, and that can be finished in about 5 minutes or less. All you do is plop in the information that would make that pertinent for your particular client. Those can be sent off to a local print shop and made into larger size actual posters to put around the workplace or sent to other locations. Now, during the enrollment, these are the key pieces. The large piece in the upper left is the enrollment guide, and I'll show you that in more detail in a few minutes. Below it, we have a representation of the meeting presentation, which is about 30 slides, PowerPoint slides that mimic the enrollment guide, so they go hand in hand. The upper middle is another e-card that says benefits enrollment ends soon. Below that is a second letter from management stating, again, benefits enrollment is coming to a conclusion. The required notices piece, you'll see there, is a 4-page document that talks about different grandfathered benefits and COBRA and other things that Uncle Sam wants us to put out there for the employees. The last item is a reminder poster about an actual meeting. You can see there it says when and where, and you could put it in there. It's in the cafeteria, it's in the gymnasium, wherever the meeting might be, because a lot of smaller companies still have the on-site meetings. After the enrollment is completed, we have 4 articles here that you can use to send out throughout the year about healthy lifestyles, COBRA again, high deductible health plans, and consumerism. To supplement that, we also have 4, now these are in PDFs. They are newsletters that talk about things that you would consider in the spring and summer and fall and winter, just to take care of yourself and your family. There's a lot of links here that go out to different websites for information. So it's quick, it's easy, and there's nothing that you really need to do with those. Just send them to your client and say, you might want to send this out now as an email. And all of that is listed on the HAFA BenefitsDIY website, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And the price is $12.50. We knocked that down from our normal price of $1,500, so it's right off the bat for HAFA members. It's a 17% reduction in the price. And as I was saying before, to get all of that ready to go for $12.50 is almost unheard of in the communications world. Just to get a designer to design that, you'd spend probably several $1,000s to have somebody put that all together, just the design work, let alone the writing and the production work that goes into all of that. So let me pull up the next piece of the puzzle. Yes?
Before you go forward, I just want to clarify a few things.
Oh, sure.
Basically, this is a tool that agents and brokers can use to bring to their group clients. When they buy the product for $12.50, that's for them to use on all their clients. It's not a per client investment, correct?
Exactly, exactly. You can use it one time. You can use it 100 times. And you can do it next year as well if you want to make updates. So we'll have a 2019 version that will have new graphics and some new wording and what have you. So you might want to take a look at the next year's version. But this is use it over and over and over again.
That I wanted to clarify that so people understood. And then the third thing is whether they pass on the cost to their clients. And I just want our members to be very cognizant of the fact that some states have rebating laws. Some states you could charge the client for this. Some states you could give it to them, but you need to be very careful if you're going to give it to them whether you are breaking any rebating laws. But I just wanted to point that out.
Okay, good. That's very good. In the addition to what Renell just said, the editing of the templates is fairly fast and easy. If you know most of the benefits, you can pretty much rip right through this pretty quickly. What I'll show you first, I'll run through the actual enrollment guide so you can see the various pages here. And I'm leaving it in this template format so I can actually change a few things. You have your basic cover there, and you can change any of these photos if you like. If you want to put workplace photos from your client in there, that's fine. If you don't like any of these photos, we have a photo library that comes along with the template set. There's roughly about 50 photos broken out by lifestyle, couples, singles, retirees, and so there's a lot that comes with this other than the actual template. We get into a table of contents page and a quick introduction to enrollment time on the left side. What's changing? Here you can put in, several of the major things that might be happening. If nothing's really evident this year and there's not a whole lot changing, this page could be deleted, or you could put in a message from the chairman. And if you wanted to change the heading, All you have to do is click on it, delete what's there, and put in what you'd like. It's fairly simple. Getting ready to enroll. Here's where you can tell people whether they're going to use an online system or whether they're going to use a paper-based system and how that all will come about. Definitions, we've seen this in most enrollment booklets. We've picked out the major ones. But if you want something additional, put in an extra page and just copy this page, delete the text that's there, and put in what you like. Who's eligible? Changing your benefits during the year. Here we show 4 plan options. If you're only offering 2 or 3, you can just delete a column. You can also copy this page and put in another page after this one if you like, if you have more than 4 plan options. And all these rows, every number, everything, you can see they're all zeros right now, can be changed. So you just build your page as you want to see it. HRA, HSA accounts, if these are offered. Dental, vision, flex. You can see these are the same setup that we would offer in our larger client communications. And for the smaller company with 75 employees, where are they going to get something that is nicely laid out with photographs, nice typesetting, and nice proportionally designed, and with a little bit of work. Like Brunel said, some states you can sell it on and make a profit for each one of these you do. I could see charging $2,500, $3,500 to certain clients, depending on the size, for something like this, and that would more than pay for this and put a little extra money in your pocket. Voluntary income, and they just go on and on. There's employee assistance plan. Now, if they don't have this, you just delete the page. 401k. Now, if you see the blank spot there and you want to put a photograph in here, perhaps a clip art, feel free to do that. Wellness, supplemental, legal, and there's a couple more here. Other benefits, health program costs. This is an important page here. Make sure you double and triple check this one. This is always one that everybody likes to look at. This is an important page too. Have all of your benefits listed. There's some blank ones at the bottom. You can add more. Put the provider name in the second column, website address in the third, and the phone number of the contact person in the phone column right there. That's very helpful. This required notices right here, it tells people what they will be finding in their required notices brochure, the one that I pointed out before. You can see there's HIPAA notices, Part D notice, wellness notice, the CHIP notice, grandfather status, and on and on. Now, we didn't go into a voluminous document for that particular piece. If you want to add more pages to that, that's fine. But our ERISA attorney said what we have in there is enough for the enrollment process. But you can also put more in if you want to. But if we go back to, let's just say we go back to the cover and say, you want to put the dates. You just highlight that area right there. Let's say it's October 15th through November 3rd. Boom. That's done. And you just go through it. Now, you can spend as much time or as little time as you want on these pages by inserting company logos, things like that. We've set it up, as you can see, in a blue color scheme. Now, if you click on these and you go to the color palette, you can change these colors, but you'd have to change them page by page by page. There's certain limitations in PowerPoint. So we picked, a nice blue. If you look at most people's enrollment guides, I'd say 75% of them, even the ones the big companies do, like Mercer and Towers and all those people, they all use blue. It's a very popular color. So that's it in a nutshell. Any questions at this particular point in time?
I don't think we have any questions yet.
Okay.
Ken, I just think it's important that our members understand that one of the things we want them to do and have the tools to do is to look as if they're a big agency. You know,
Yes.
consumers want more from us. They want us to have all the bells and whistles that these huge insurance agencies have. And this is an opportunity that gives small, medium-sized brokerage agencies the opportunity to look large, to provide something that makes their clients, regardless of the size, look important to their employees. So I think this is an important partnership that we've come together to provide this to HAFA. The other thing is I had a question on the 1250. Is that a 1250 annual? Can it be divided monthly, semi-monthly, or quarterly?
Right now, it's a 1250, and it's purchased on the website, and I'll show you that in a second, by credit card.
Okay.
So we kept it fairly simple. It's a quick purchase,
Okay.
but right now it's a one-stop purchase on that. And one thing that you did say there that's important is that the whole benefits DIY template product, when I say you, I mean the broker or the agent, takes it out to his client, shows it to his smaller client that usually gets these long 50, 100-page things from the insurance companies, and nobody reads them because nobody understands anything. It's not written in simple language. It's written for college professors, you know, and it just goes on and on and on, and it's written for every company out there. It's not written specifically for your client. Here's a chance where you and your client can sit down and craft what you want to tell the employees and what you don't want to tell them, and it also gives the broker a chance to say, hey, you know, I don't rep your supplemental plans. You know, I'd love to step in and give you a quote for those. You know, rather than having somebody else come in and work on that section. I would encourage the broker to talk to the client about, you know, being able to handle all of these plans over time. Now, maybe they don't do the 401k, but that's one section of the whole thing. So it gives you a chance to market your firm as a big city player. I tell you, it really we've had some really good comments across the country from people saying, you know, our clients have never seen anything like this because we've never given them anything like this. And believe it or not, some people still use the pink mimeograph paper and type it up and take it over to Kinko's. I mean, that's what people get. We're here with the same amount of thought power of putting the words together. You know, you get a real nice format for the whole thing. So that's really an important thing. I want to show one more thing here. Let me back out of this, and I'm going to pull this up. If you can see that, we've actually created a special website just for Benefits DIY and HAFA. There's no discount code needed. When you make your purchase, it's right for the $12.50. If you want to purchase two of these, if you have two brokers in your office and each one's going to use it for their book clients, you'd probably want to pick up two of these things. Most will buy one because they're a small shop. But as you slide down through this thing, you can show this to others in your office and say, hey, look at this. We're going to get this enrollment guide. We're going to get a slide presentation. All this stuff for this really, really low price. And as you go down through, there's a picture of the entire layout of all the items that are included. And there's the actual enrollment guide. You can take this and click through it and you can show your boss or show other people in the office or show your client. All you have to do is pull up benefitsdiy.com/HAFA, and it's right up at the top of the screen there. And as you go down, there's some questions and answers. And I would encourage you to take a look at the site. If you want to purchase, let's just say that you want to purchase one license. You only have, it's a two-person shop, and just one person's going to be working on this particular program for his or her clients. If you have 2 brokers, 3 brokers, you buy different multiples of the licenses. But let's just say we're going to go for 1. Click on that. I don't have to move this there. Okay. And you can see you have a cart page. It shows $1,250. It's already built in. You view the cart. Oop, cart is empty. Oh, there it is. Okay, $1,250. For HAFA, I'd like you to, if you want to make your purchase, see this enter your company and title. You can put that information right there, because there's no other place for us to capture this on this particular cart layout. You can see it's the $1,250 right there. Click your checkout. And all you have to do is fill out name, address, zip, email, phone number, what have you. There's your $1,250 right there. Once you hit continue, it will take your credit card information, enter that, and immediately you'll receive a notice, an email notice, and actually you'll be able to download your templates on the last page that you'll see. It's very quick, it's very easy, and we wanted you to be able to have your templates right then and there. You'll also get an email thanking you for the purchase as a receipt, and there is another button link to download the templates in case you missed it on the last page of the purchase. But that's basically the entire Benefits DIY program in a nutshell. If anyone would like to actually test drive some of the templates, and you'll notice that Renelle and Christine put together some nice promotional notices, and it said test drive. If anyone would like to get some templates and take a look at them, I have a sample pack. Just send me an email that you'd like to test drive, and it's ken.mock, it's M-O-C-K, at BenefitsDIY.com. And if you need to get that later, you could check with Renelle and the folks at HAFA, and they'd be happy to give you my contact information. But that's it, and if there are any other questions, I would love to take them. If not, Renelle, thank you so much for letting me tell the Benefits DIY story.
Ken, I definitely want to say that I'm very impressed. I can honestly say, for someone who's been in the business forever, since seems like it's the beginning of time, this is something that we need, that I have never seen before, that the small to medium-sized broker can really set themselves aside and apart for not that much of an investment. They can use this, as you said, as a sales tool. So what we'll do is make sure that this webinar is put on our website. I'll also include it in our Monday morning news, and include some more information so those folks that were unable to get onto the webinar today will be able to listen to it at their leisure, at their own time.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Because you know, a lot of people are worried about the hurricane and taking care of family and friends, and you know, we understand that. So if folks want to call me, or that'd be fine. But I think if they go to your site and actually take a look at it, you know, or they can show it to other people too. That's great.
Absolutely. I'm going to get ready to put this new partnership out on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. So we'll let everyone know about the new relationship that we have. So we'll get some excitement going that way. But Ken, I certainly appreciate your time, and thank you so much for your partnership with Health Agents for America.
Thank you, and we hope it becomes a great product for all your brokers. I think it's something that'll really, like you said, set them apart from the rest. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.